Welcome, everybody. It's your girl Delores, just a pink girl in my pink world here on every social platform. No J News today, just Dolores. So we're gonna get to the reviews and previews. We're gonna go through it real smooth, no like super in-depth talking about it. It's gonna be pretty quick. Because this is a late night Hit the Ropes podcast. So let's go on over to the Hit the Ropes podcast studio. Here I am to save the day. Let me go back to the back. And we're going to start. Because it's time for what? It's time for review. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off with WWE. We had many shows this week. We're going to start off with Raw. Raw 1683 on the 25th on Netflix. We had Dragon Lee defeat JD McDonough. We had Kofi Kingston defeat Penta. We had Rhea Ripley defeat Roxanne Perez. We had AJ Styles defeat Finn Balor. And we had Braun Breaker defeat LA Knight. I thought this show was okay. Was it, again, they're not really good with this go home shows with WWE. They're really like, they're just not good at it, but the shows be good. So we're going to go on to the next show, which was NXT on the next night. Ooh, went past it. On the 26th on the CW, we had Kalani Jordan defeat Blake Monroe. We had a blindfold match where Alexis King defeated Miles Bourne. We had the Culling Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley defeat Kendall Gray and Ren Sinclair. We had for the WWE NXT title #1 contendership match, Ricky Saints defeat Josh Briggs. We had Tyra May Steele defeat Alba Fire. And we had Lola Vice, Sol Ruka, and Zarya defeat Fatal Influence, which is Fallon Henley, JC Jane, and Jasmine Nix. I thought this was just an okay show. The only match that I really kind of I enjoyed somewhat the Lexis King match, but I did enjoy the Ricky Saints match. So on to the next show, which was SmackDown, which was Friday. SmackDown was on the 29th on the USA Network. We had Alexa Bliss defeat Chelsea Green. We had Michin defeat Kiana James. We had for the WWE Tag Team title #1 contendership match, the Street Profits, which we'll talk about coming to fruition. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford defeat Melo Don't Miz, Carmelo Hayes, and The Miz. And we had a title change. For the WWE United States title, Sami Zayn defeated Solo Sikoa in a title change. I was so excited for it. I think everybody was. So I enjoyed the last two matches a lot. So we're gonna go on to the shows that happened within the week's range. We had NXT Heatwave. I had to watch along for that. Thank you for everybody who came along. Let me show you. Thank you, hearts, to everybody who came along and had fun for Heatwave. Let me go back to the back. Ladies and gentlemen, Heatwave took place on the 24th. It was for the WWE NXT Women's Title #1 contendership triple threat match. We had Lola Vice defeating Jada Parker and Kalani Jordan. For the WWE Tag Team title match, Dark State, which is Deion Lennox and Osiris Griffin, defeating Hank and Tank in the title change, which was like, I think me and Anika both were like, we're going to see how this goes. Well, for the TNA Knockout World Triple Threat match, we had Ash by Elegance defeat JC Jane and Masha Slamovich to get the title, for the TNA title. Out of everybody in this match that I wanted to win, she won it. I'm gonna be blunt honest. She was the last person I wanted to win. So, ladies and gentlemen, Blake Monroe defeated Jordan Grace. The match was okay. It wasn't what I thought it could have been, but it was okay. Chelsea Green and Ethan Page defeated Tavion Heights and Tyra May Steele. And for the WWE NXT title match, Oba Femi defeated Javon Evans. And I really enjoyed that match. If that's any match, I would say, ooh, I really enjoyed all of it. Would have been that match on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go on to the next thing. Is Clash in Paris. And Clash in Paris was on today, and I had to watch along. Again, thank you for everybody who came out. We had a good time. We did Would You Rather. We had some conversations. We talked. We had laughed. We had a good time. And some we played one bingo game. Roman Reigns defeated Bronson Reed, ladies and gentlemen. Roman Reigns won, but he didn't win at the same time. And then what I say about that is, let me get on the camera right here. What I say he won, but he didn't win, ladies and gentlemen, is that the fact that Bronson Reed lost the match. And then all of a sudden, Paul Heyman gets choked out. He gets the Shula follow. That's the shoes that had been stolen from him. He was signing them, throwing them in the crowd when all of a sudden, like a meerkat, uh, he jumps. Braun Breaker jumps onto the barricade, runs on the French announce table, and spears Roman Reigns. And then Bronson gets up and proceeds to start to tsunami him repeatedly on the backboard and everywhere else. And then that's when Jey Uso tried to save his cousin and end up catching a stray from it and getting getting speared in his already injured ribs. So that was a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, then we go into the second match, which was the WWE Tag Team title match for the Wyatt Six, which is Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy defeated the Street Profits, who we talked about in an earlier show, and won this opportunity. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. We had the WWE Women's Intercontinental title match. Becky Lynch barely skated by Nikki Bella. I think that match was a little clunky, mainly on Nikki's side. One time she tried to do a kick off the rope and was like 50 yards away from Becky. It was not that great. Ladies and gentlemen, good old fashioned Donnybrook match. Rusev defeated Sheamus. John Cena defeated Logan Paul. I enjoyed that match. That was a good match. I also enjoyed the Rusev versus Sheamus match because it was hard. Like they were fighting, like they were going at it. They got bruises left from that. And for the WWE World Heavyweight Title 4-Way match, Seth Rollins defeated CM Punk and Jey Uso in LA Knight. Listen, I would like to say to you all, Becky is the one who helped Seth win because the rest of MFT were banned from ringside. And they could have been suspended with no pay. So as CM Punk, my CM Punk was about to give him another go to sleep. Becky hit him in the crouch and Seth stomped his head into a metal chair for the 1, 2, 3. Okay? But you can go back and see my reaction to it. We're on to AEW. AEW Dynamite was on the 27th on TBS HBO Max. John Moxley defeated Daniel Garcia. Holly Cameron and Chris Statlander defeated Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. The Don Callis family, which is Hechicero, Josh Alexander, Kazuchika Okada, and Konosuke Takeshita, defeated Brodito, which is Brandito and Brody King, and Jet Speed, which is Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey. For the AEW World Trios title match, we had the Ops, which is Katsuri Shibata, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Samoa Joe defeat GOA, which is Bishop Kong, Toa Leona, and Ricochet. We had Fall Count Anywhere match. Darby Allin tried to listen. Darby Allin's always, when I see a Darby Allin match, I know that he's about to almost unalive himself. Defeated Claudio Castagnoli. That was a good match. I like Dynamite overall. We're on to the next show, which was Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor 131 on the 21st, which you can find it on the app or the ROHWrestling.com. Lance Archer defeated Beef. Tyra Valkyrie defeated Allison Kay. MXM, Johnny TV, Mansoor, and Mason defeated the Dark Order of Alex Reynolds, Evil Uno, and John Silver. We had the Spanish Announce Project defeat Danny Orion, Stephen Wolf, Akamura, and Stigma. Wait a minute, sorry, Stephen Wolf, sorry. I'm thinking about the next match, which I did enjoy. Akamura defeating Stigma. Listen, I see these people on a daily basis. So to see them get a little bit of shine was good. El Sky Team, which is Mascara Dorada, Mystico, and Neon, defeated Adam Priest and the Workhorsemen of Anthony Henry and JD Drake. Now we're going to go on to Collision, which took place yesterday on the 30th on TNT HBO Max. We had Daniel Garcia defeating Blake Christian. Kyle Fletcher and Josh Alexander defeated Kyle O'Reilly and Tomohiro Ishii. We had Hologram defeating Jay Lethal. Alex Windsor, for those who don't know, Alex Windsor is she's really good and she's getting a shine in the United States, and I really like that. She defeated Ashley Box. Big Bill defeated Juice Robinson. Tony Storm, Mina Shirakawa, and Queen Aminata defeated Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and Billy Starks. I kind of enjoyed this show, not as much as I did Dynamite, but I did enjoy this show. We're going to go on to their pay-per-views, where AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling opened the forbidden door. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start with 0 Hour, which is on YouTube, or your pay-per-view provider. Sometimes they have it at the beginning of the show. El Desperado, El Desperado, which is Pentagon, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong, along with Yuya Uemura, defeated Crew, which is Action Andrade and Leo Rush, and the Don Collins family, which is Hector Sato and Josh Alexander. GOA, Bishop Kong, Toa Leona, and Ricochet defeated Jet Speed, which is Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey, along with Michael Okum. We have the Megan Bain and Triangle of Madness, which is Triangle of Madness is Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and Thekla defeating Harley Cameron, Chris Statlander, Queen Aminata, and Willow Nightingale. We have for the AEW World's Trios title match, the Ops, Katsuyori Shibata, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Samoa Joe defeated the Bullet Club, War Dogs, Clark Connor, Joella Maloney, and Robbie X. Now we're going to get into the main part of the show, ladies and gentlemen. We started off with Adam Copeland and Christian Cage defeating the matriarchy of Killswitch and Kip Sabian. For the AEW TNT title match, we had Kyle Fletcher defeat Hiromu Takahashi. For the AEW TBS title four-way match, we had Mercedes Moné defeat Alex Windsor, Bozilla, and Persephone. For the IWGP World Heavyweight title match, we had Zack Sabre Jr. defeating Nigel McGuinness. For the AEW World Tag Team title three-way match, Bandito, and Brody King defeated the Hurt Syndicate of Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, FTR, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood in a title change. For the AEW Unified title, AEW Continental title, AEW International title match, they're just going to put it all together. We had Kazuchika Okada defeating Swerve Strickland. For the AEW Women's World title match, Toni Storm defeated Athena And for the AEW World Title match, we had Adam Page defeat MJF. We also had a hardcore lights out steel cage match with Darby Allen, the Golden Lovers, which consists of Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay is Alex Windsor's husband. Defeat the Death Riders of Claudio Castagnoli, John Moxley, Gabe Kidd, the Young Bucks of Matt and Nick Jackson. So now we're going to go on to another pay-per-view that AEW is under this umbrella had, and it was Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor had Death Before Dishonor. It was on the 29th, 0 hour. We had Jay Lethal defeat Jordan Oliver. MXM Collection, Mansoor and Mason defeat the Dark Order and the Frat House of Cole Carter and Griff Garrison. We had the Pure Rules match. Billy Starks defeating Ashley Vox. We had a 4-way match. I hate talking about these dollar matches because I know they don't get paid this. That's why I hate it. Jalistico defeated Angelico. And Adam Priest and AR Fox. AR Fox should have never been in this. But I did enjoy both pay-per-views, if anybody's asking. I really did. We're going to go to the main part of Death Before Dishonor. We had the conglomeration. Hologram and Tomohiro Ishii defeat the premier athletes of Ari Daivari and Tony Nese. ROH World 6-man tag team title match. We had Shane Taylor Productions finally get a win and get something. As they took the title, Charlie Bravo, Shane Taylor, and Sean Dean defeated the Sons of Texas, Marshall Van Erich, Ross Van Erich, and Sammy Guevara. For the ROH Women's Pure Title Tournament quarterfinal match, Queen Aminata defeated Taya Valkyrie. The Swirl. They call themselves the Swirl because they're black and white, and this is the craziest thing. Blake Christian and Lee Johnson defeated the Kingdom of Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. ROH Pure Rule title match, Lee Moriarty defeated Zelua. Fight Without Honor match, QT Marshall defeated Paul Walter Hauser. You saying, Dolores? Are you talking about like the award-winning like actor Paul? Yes, I'm talking about him. For the ROH World Tag Team title match, we had Roosh and Sammy Guevara defeat the Outrunners of Truth Magnum and Torboy Floyd in a title change. ROH World title match, Bandito defeated Hechicero. And for the ROH Women's title match, Athena defeated Mina Shirakawa. Good show, good show. Go back and watch. I'm not going to say that for this, okay? We had TNA Impact 11-on-1 on the 28th on Access TV. Mike Santana and Steve Macklin defeated AJ Francis and Trick Williams. Eric Young defeated Myron Reed. We had the inspiration of Cassie Lee and Jesse McKay defeat Fatal Influence of Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nix. Eddie Edwards and Ryan defeated Ryan Nemeth. Tasha Steele defeated Mara Sade. In a non-title tag team title match, the Hardys, Jeff and Matt Hardy, defeated Cedric Alexander and Leon Slater. Now you know what time it is. It's time for the hardcore, fun, mind-breaking matches at GCW. And I mean, they were hardcore. We had the Homecoming Part 2 this week. And Drew Parker and Takeda defeated Lil Sicko and Mr. Danger. Watch yourself. The man right here. Stand. Ladies and gentlemen, Marcus Mathers and YDMP, which consists of Alex Price and Jordan Oliver, defeated the Miracle Ones of Dustin Waller, Ichiban, and Kylan King. We had a death match, which it was outrageous, where Mr. Mans Warner defeated Dr. Redacted. BNDL 48, which is Christian Napier and Otis Cougar, defeated Los Desperados, which is Gringo Loco and Jack Cartwheel. We had another death match, but Syncope defeated John Wayne Murdoch. I mean, I got my feel of hardcore with these 2 days of homecoming. Joey Janela defeated Austin Luke, Grayson Pierce, Griffin McCoy, Ryan O'Neal, and Teriyaki. And for the GCW Ultraviolet title death match, we had Matt Tremont defeat Bear Bronson. I'm telling you, I had a good time with these shows. If you into hardcore wrestling, look at me when I say this. If you're into hardcore wrestling, these past two shows are what you need right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on to Progress. Progress never fails me because they had their 100-vote show. It was on the 25th on Triller TV. You can go back and watch it if you got Triller TV. It was Progress, the Progress Atlas title triple threat match. Gene Mooney, which this match was, it was wild, not in hardcore, but like, wow. Won the title by defeating Mike DiVecchio and Will Cruz. Alexis Falcon defeated Lana Austin. For the Progress Produce title 4-way, fans bring the weapons match. We talked about this last week. Paul Walter Hauser defeated Built, Charles Crawley, Simon Miller. For the Progress women's title match, Riho defeated Kanji by a referee's decision. She tried to take that girl out, and the referee said, "Oh, we got to stop this." Ricky Knight Jr. defeated Car Noir. Progress tag team title match, Lycos Gym, which is Kid Lycos and Kid Lycos II, defeated the Sunshine Machine of Chuck Mambo and TK Cooper. Charlie Sterling defeated Owadison. Listen, J News is going to get on me when he comes back that I said that name is wrong. Wrong. We practiced it 50 times. Progress World titles, tables, ladders, and chairs match. Yes, he finally won something. Man like Reese won the title against Luke Jacobs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's time for a preview. Preview. Bang. Listen. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you all have been aware, because I had to be made aware of it, that there are things now available in StreamYard that are available for us to use now. And I was like, you know what? I need to start back using these, okay? So I just want to say it's time for a preview. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to go to the back and we're about to preview some things. Ladies and gentlemen, HOG House of Glory. And I want to say to them, yes, House of Glory, I appreciate you. They got a show called Philadelphia, and it is on the 4th. Shotzi Blackheart versus Priscilla Kelly. Amazing Red versus Cedric Alexander. HOG Cruiserweight title, Darian Richardson will face off with Man Like Doris. We have the HOG Tag Team title match, the main event. Jay Lyons and Midas Black faces crew of Action Andretti and Leo Rush. HOG Heavyweight title match, we got Charles Mason versus Marcus Mathers. And for the HOG Crown Jewel title match, I want to tell y'all, I hope, I pray, I close my eyes every day and I say, please, God, please, if you could do me a favor, let Zilla Fatu win this match against Bully Ray, okay? Because every time I think of Bully Ray, I think of this. I don't want that man to win. I don't want that man to win. So let's all bow our heads and let's just pray that Zilla 2 wins. Another show I'm looking forward to. We don't know exactly where they're gonna place it because there was a lot of shows on Triller TV, and that's their normal home. It's for Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling had Sacred Ground. Sacred Ground will take place on the 5th. Banks. Why is that hard to say? I think I'm tongue tied for today. Britt Banks, Henson, and Sheldon Dean will face. Watch this. It's gonna come out clean for this. Bhupinder Gujar, Billy Gunn, and Psycho Mike. PCO and Shotzi Blackheart versus Chris Chambers and Taylor Rising. We have the Flatliners of Asylum and Matt Burns versus the Good Brothers of Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson. For the MLP Women's Canadian title / Destiny Women's title winner takes all match, Giselle Shaw versus Priscilla Kelly. For the PWA Champions Grail title match, Rohan Raja versus Bishop Dreyer. Listen, can't wait for that. Ladies and gentlemen, Wrestling Revolver. I got a clean slate for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Wrestling Revolver Clean Slate takes place next day on the 6th. Listen, I ain't got to watch a whole bunch of stuff on one day. We have a 4 corners mayhem match. Dante Leon versus Man Like DeReese versus Marcus Mathers versus Leon Slater. Banger. That's all I got to say. JJ Garrett versus Ryan Clancy. Joe Alonzo, Junie Underwood, and Tyre Dye, which is KJ Reynolds and Ryan Mathis, versus Alpha Sigma Sigma, which is Brett Oatley, Dick Myers, KJ Jacobs, and BDE will be there. We have a 3-way dance. Jake, Chris, Alan Angels, and Crash Jackson will go at it. Steve Macklin versus Damian Chambers. For the Revolver tag team title match, we have the Macabre, which is Dreadnought and Cruel, versus Latinos Most Wanted, Cotto Hernandez and Sabian Gage. For the Revolver remix title match, Jesus Christ. AJ Francis versus Chris Danger. For the Revolver title match, Myron Reed versus Rich Swann. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end. I'm going to take myself back over to the studio because there's no J News, so we ain't got no rap limit. We ain't got no Chat GPT. We ain't got no Spotlight. We got me. That's what we got. But I'm going to do some housekeeping before we get out here. This is the quickest we've ever gotten through some stuff. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate all you all supporting the podcast and coming in for us. Let me go on up to the top. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Delores of Delores Design. Yes, I am. I'm just a pink girl living in my pink world out here. And this is how you can reach me. Through that number or that email, that's how you reach me. If you need a little help in your life, sprinkle a little sauce on your stuff, okay? That's how you get into it. You said, Delores, that QR code is a little small? I got you. Right here. I got you. You scan this QR code, get it to all my social medias. I have to add my Kick to it because, as you all know earlier, I did my first stream on Kick, Yay Me, and so I got to finish setting that up, and then I'll put that link onto my link tree. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a woman and you don't really have too many people to talk to, you feel like, man, I just don't have really anybody. A woman's closet is the best place to be, where you come together with many other women to talk and work out problems. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, www.theeducatednatural.com/women. Okay. Also, if you need some business help, this is the woman right here. You can go to our website, theeducatednatural.com, for your website, for consultations. But if you want to join this masterclass for 2 days, I joined the first one and it was amazing. This one, she's going to go into the psychology of the game of business. So she's going to help you get yourself together to be prepared to move to these next steps. You might want to join here. There are two levels. Once you go onto the website, you can choose which one. If you want some in-depth, serious, like, man, I need you to help me move some things, you're gonna be on the VIP level. If not, you're gonna be on the other level with me. You see what I'm saying? Have a good time with me. So make sure you go to theeducatednatural.com/masterclass to join the masterclass. Get your ticket. Don't delay. Okay. I hate for you to be on the outside of the club looking in. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Joy tomorrow, 6:05 PST, down on 5 EST. She comes on every Monday and Thursday. Ladies and gentlemen, Monday is crafting, Thursday is prayer. So please make sure you go check out Miss Joy. It's mz.joys1. Okay. For those who are making something towards the community quilt, these are the requirements she has for the blocks for the quilt. But also, if you do not remember, there is more. So if you do cups, if you make 3D printings, if you do whatever, you can do this and send it in to the address above. You can email Miss Joy if you like. Miss Joy, I want to donate something to the auction. Maybe it's a service. Maybe it's something. Maybe make sure you just email Miss Joy, and she's more than welcome to take whatever you got, because these boys in this home need to know that somebody cares for them. That they might not have had the family, the friends, the whatever, that somebody out there cares for them. All right. So let's go on. Miss Shirley OG Gardner live at 7 p.m. on Thursdays. Listen, I love going on Miss Shirley's chat. I learned so much new stuff. There's so much of a community in the home over there. Please make sure you check out Miss Shirley OG Gardner live every Thursday, 7 p.m. Listen, the Workhouse Wrestling Network. I don't want to keep telling y'all to gallop over there and go check out Workhouse Wrestling Network. I am the manager at Workhouse Wrestling Network, and I enjoy every moment. You got the parents of CM and ALW, and you got the kids of Anika and Sammy, and I'm just a teenager, okay? I'm Angelica out the Rugrats, and I'm just like, I want to be free, but I don't, but I like having fun with the kids. So we go over there and see how much fun. I know Tuesday at 10:30 they will be having a Forbidden Door review. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a gamer and you like to have fun and you like interactive talk and conversation, you like to just be like, oh, I saw that over there. You might want to pick that up. Jaleel757 is the person for you. Okay. Jaleel has funny, short, he has great games he plays. He's on Twitch, he's on YouTube. Please check out Jaleel757. Scan this QR code right here and go and get you and go have some fun over there. Listen, I like to have fun. I'm assuming you like to have fun. So why not miss out? We don't miss out, really. Slim Jim Longfoot, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all don't know about Slim, Slim has been up here for some watch alongs of mine. Absolutely a great human being. Also a fellow ATLian, A-Town Down, okay? Not Austin Theory, but A-Town Down. So, ladies and gentlemen, check out his personal social medias and stuff. But if you don't know about Slim and these nice comics he made, I got to add the other one on there because he got a brand new one he just came out with. You can buy them a physical copy if you're a physical copy person who likes to I like to feel the pages. Or if you like me and you like digital copies, you can buy them through the UGI studios with Slim Jim Longfoot. Okay? We've discussed this earlier. I'm going to go back through this. Not this weekend. Dolores is free. Well, not free. I'm going to have a live Saturday, and my live Saturday will be about Suno. Okay? So if any of you all do not know, I've been doing an AI series recently on my channel on Saturdays. We've covered Canva, we've covered ChatGPT, and now we're going to cover Suno. So if you're like, Dolores, what's going on? We're gonna cover Suno. That will be the next uh actual live. I think we're gonna be doing, and then we'll be doing Microsoft Copilot after that. So make sure you check that out. I'm seeing if it'll come. There we go. Suno. So that's next Saturday. There will be no watch along, but there will be a podcast. So Saturday and Sunday, I'll be live on the channel, but no watch along. Next Friday, the Friday after that, which is the 12th, I'll be on for Worlds Collide with WWE and AAA combined to make one great show. It is on YouTube, okay? So YouTube is where you can watch this. We all can watch this together. YouTube is free, okay? And I will be dropping a link in the chat once they set it up for the live, and then you all can just watch along with me and just see what I see. Ladies and gentlemen, on the 20th, it will be the first history making pay per view live on ESPN Plus. It'll be WrestlePalooza uh, from WWE. And so make sure you're there. It's already set up. The lives are set up. The times that are given as of right now are already set up. So you don't have to worry about any of those things. We have one more pay per view, which is the 27th. I'm waiting for that image of that graphic to come in so I can kind of riff off of what I want it to look like. And then we'll have that. So remember, Friday the 12th, the 20th, and the 27th, we will have pay per views. And the 27th is on Peacock. We were told today during the pay per view that NXT pay per views will remain on Peacock. It will just be the main show pay per views that are moving over to ESPN Plus. Okay, I know I just blew just blah, mine just blown. But I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you all. Make sure you just make sure you come in, you like, you subscribe, you have a good old time. I'm trying to see if I can. It's like it don't want to cut the lights out. I'm like, hey sis, you gotta cut the lights out sometime. They're like, not today. Not today. It don't want to cut the lights out today. It's like lights stay on today. But you all know we burn it down every week. Every week. Okay. Hopefully we'll have J News back because New Japan Pro Wrestling will be back. So hopefully we'll get some New Japan lore from J News. Then I can be like, y'all, I learned some new stuff from J News. Because J News he's a good man, Savannah. For those who are watching on his channel, he's a good man, Savannah. Make sure you go and check out J News. And I'm trying to see, I don't see J News's QR code up here. See, the thing is acting up. We've been on live all day from 2 o'clock. I think we had like a 2, 3 hour break. And the thing is, like, I'm over you today. And you know what? I can't blame you. But, ladies and gentlemen, I love you. I appreciate you. I thank God for all of those who have subscribed to my channel. I have 423 subscribers, over 1,000 watch hours. We're on the road to 500. We're going to get J News to 100 and 200. Listen, we're a winning team over here. And by the end of hopefully this weekend, all the upcoming episodes from the middle of the month will be uploaded to Spotify. Okay. So since I can't cut the lights off, I just have to tell you I enjoy having you here. And I hope you have a good night.